Hey everyone, it's Kara here from Boho, and I am back with the bonus video that I promised for 1 month in my bullet journal. And today I'm actually just doing a little review in my bullet journal about how the month of August went for me. And I do have a whole review process that I also do in OmniFocus, which I'll touch on here in a little bit and kind of lightly explain that for you. But one thing that I want to start doing in my bullet journal from now on at the end of each month is just doing a mini review page at the end of the month. And for my monthly review, I'm going to be asking myself a few questions. The first question is, what went well this month? And for those of you who have always harped on me for not using my fountain pens enough, I am using fountain pens for this review today. So I know everybody's going to be curious. This is the TWSBI Eco in turquoise that just came out a couple of months ago, and I have it inked up with Pilot Iroshizuku Kujaku, which is one of my favorite teal inks. And then I'm also using, for an accent color, my TWSBI Vac Mini fountain pen, and this is inked up with Noodler's Apache Sunset, which is a nice yellowish orange ink. All right, so we are going to get right to it. And my first question that I like to ask myself is, what went well this month? And I'm going to get some inky fingers. For some reason, this one's leaking a little bit today. I don't know why. So I'm going to have a nice little yellow spot on my finger right there. But that's okay. All right, so as far as what went well. Spending time with my sister in Omaha. She had her triathlon there. It was such a great experience. I loved spending that long weekend with her. Also, getting a lot of stuff done this month. I feel like I accomplished almost everything that I set out to accomplish this month. And then, of course, 1 month in my bullet journal has to make this list. It was so fun. And I really think that switching up my planning style for these videos this month is part of what made it so successful. Last time I did it, I didn't change up my planning routine. I still planned at night, and trying to film those videos at night was very, very taxing on me. This time around, doing it first thing in the morning was much easier. It actually made the month a lot smoother, and I enjoyed 1 month in my bullet journal a lot more this time around. All right, and the second question I like to ask myself is, what could have been better? All right, so when I think about this question, the first thing that comes to mind to me is my TN inserts. And honestly, it was just not planning ahead enough to get those done and out on time. That paper folding machine not arriving on time was a huge hiccup. And had I planned a little bit farther in advance and ordered it a little bit earlier, we wouldn't have had those issues. So that's going to be my number one here. And another thing that could have been better is having a little more time for myself. I kind of pushed my limits this month as far as how much I could get done, and it definitely took a toll on me, kind of mentally a little bit. I was stressed out for a lot of this month, just trying to make sure that everything happened that I had promised was going to happen. So that's a big one for me as well. So maybe putting too much on my plate. All right, and on that same token, not getting to spend enough time with family and friends. All right, and the third question that I want to ask myself is, what is on the horizon? And this is where I kind of sit and think about what's coming up in the future and kind of mentally preparing myself for everything that lies ahead. And the first thing that comes to mind is how much travel I have coming up, which I'm very excited about, but I also need to make sure that I plan around that travel time, making sure that I have all my content ready to go while I'm gone, making sure that nothing falls through the cracks just because I'm taking a little bit of time off. Also coming up within the next few months, I have a top secret project, something I can't discuss yet, that is coming up that I really need to focus a lot of my attention on. So it is just going to be called Top Secret Project right here because I can't reveal it yet, but I know what it is. And then last but not least, I want to put the holidays on here. We're going to be doing some travel for that as well. But I want to make sure this year that I am present, fully present, and I have work out of the way and I can really enjoy the holidays with family. And then the last question that I want to ask is, do I have any unfinished business? And that is things that I was hoping to get done this month that I didn't quite finish or finalize, or anything in general that is on my mind that I know needs to get done in order to move forward. So for me, the biggest thing there is Positive Scribes. I'm going to be very active for the live round of Positive Scribes for the next 5 weeks. Oops, and I started writing in cursive again. That's okay. Also, I have new stickers that I wanted to have up in the shop as of today, September 1st. All of the 2018 dated stickers, I wanted to have those up and ready, but they're actually going to be up hopefully by this next Friday. So I'm going to write those in here as well. And then the last bit of unfinished business that I have, and it's something that's in progress and I can't really make it move any quicker, but it's something that is on my mind, is my website redesign. It's definitely an ongoing project for the next couple of months, but definitely something that I want to write down here in my review. All right, so that is the review process that I want to go through in my bullet journal at the end of each month. So that is finished. And then I know a lot of you had questions about OmniFocus and how I do my monthly review there. So I'm actually going to take you to my desktop and do a little screen share and show you what I'm talking about with my monthly review, basically reviewing all of my projects. So here we go. All right, so here we are in OmniFocus, and I just wanted to show you my monthly review process that I like to go through. So the first thing that I do is review my calendar. So I will go over everything that's coming up in the month of September on my calendar and write that into my bullet journal on my monthly spread. Then I like to review my waiting on, and my waiting on consists of any actions here in OmniFocus that I'm waiting on something from someone else, which I actually don't have any right now. And also I have a waiting on folder in my email inbox, which is either products that I'm waiting on or replies that I'm waiting on from other people. So I review that as well. Up next, I review my editorial calendar, which is where I plan out all of my upcoming blog posts and videos for the month of September. So I'll go over that and just make sure that I know what's coming up and what I need to start working on. And then I take a note of my business statistics. So this is where I write down all of my followers on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of those things, and kind of compare to the month before and see what my growth was like. I also take note of my income from all my different income streams for the month as well. After that, I'll make a list of unfinished business, and I will do that in my bullet journal. So I'll do that there in the month of September. And then I review all of my personal and all of my business goals. And right now, the only place I have goals written down is my 18 before 2018 list. So those are the goals that I'll be reviewing in this process. And then finally, I'll review my someday maybe list. And these are projects that I've deferred until I have time to tackle them. And those are right down here in the sidebar. And you can see that I have 3 projects here that I've kind of put on hold. And those are the ones that I'm reviewing. So cleaning and organizing our pantry, cleaning out our fridge, and organizing our storage closet are 3 things that I've kind of put on hold while I tackle other things and I want to get to them later. So those are all the steps that I go through in my monthly review, and then of course scheduling time for my next monthly review, which will be on October 1st. All right, so I'm going to take you back to my bullet journal now, where I am going to add all of my calendar events to the month of September. I'm also going to make a list of unfinished business and show you how I review my personal and business goals. So let's head back. All right, so we are back here in my bullet journal, and I added all of my events and appointments from my calendar. So I'm actually going to come in and color code these, and I realized as I was doing it that I totally forgot to leave room for my color coded dot, but that is okay. I'm just going to put it after it. And all of these are actually work related appointments. So I'm going to take pink, which is my work color, and color code them. All right, and then CJ's wedding is actually a family event, so I'm going to make that green. And then I'm going to fill in my tasks and goals for the rest of this month. So first, I'm actually going to look back at my 18 before 2018 list. This is going to be my main reference for goals for the remainder of the year. So I want to look back and see what can I tackle this month, and also is there anything that I can mark off here. So let me do that really quickly. Relaunching Positive Scribes is something that I definitely accomplished, and I'm just going to pick a color here and color that in to show that it's complete. Website redesign is an ongoing project like we talked about. Professional photo shoot is done, which is very exciting. Hiring a new employee is something that I could definitely tackle this month. Setting up a local bullet journal meetup is something that I could definitely tackle. And delegate, that's kind of ongoing. Connecting at in-person events, I'll be doing that as I travel. Be a guest on podcasts, and launch my secret project. So those are my business goals. And then my personal goals on the right-hand side, just scrolling down and seeing San Diego trip with Mark is actually already booked, but I'm not going to mark it off yet. Recommitting to my health and fitness. My plan is to get back to my regular workout routine this month. So that's definitely going to go on my list this month. Hiring a housekeeper once a week is definitely something that I want to tackle this month. And then maybe pampering myself with a day at the spa. That might be a really fun one to work on this month, as kind of, maybe I'll incorporate that as a me day somewhere. All right, so I am going to flip back to my monthly spread, and let's get some of these on here. So this month, obviously we know that website redesign is ongoing. Hiring a new employee. I'm going to put that on my list. It may get pushed to October, but I'm going to have it on here. And then the other big one I wanted from the business side was hosting a local meetup. All right, and then on the personal side, get back in the gym. And hiring a housekeeper, that was the other big one. And then finally, that spa day. So we're going to add that in here as well. There we go. And I'm going to color code these. So pink, as always, is for work stuff. And purple for personal. And then since I have all this extra space here, I'm going to do my unfinished business list right here. And let's underline that with teal so we keep to the color scheme. There we go. And I'm actually going to use the same unfinished business list that I did in my monthly review at the end of this journal. So let's flip back there. I'm going to set it off to the side so I can read it. All right, finish Positive Scribes strong. All right, and new 2018 stickers. And then my other one was website redesign, which I actually have on my main goals for this month. All right, so I am going to leave it at that. I can always add more if I think of it later. So I've shown you my calendar review, setting my goals and tasks for the month, and also reviewing my goals, and then my mini review in my bullet journal itself. And that is it. That is going to complete my monthly review. I want to say thank you again to everyone who has watched this month. I know there's a lot of you that have watched every single day, which I think is so cool. And I'll definitely be doing another one of these. And another reminder that if you have any questions that have gone unanswered, I am going to be doing a 1 month in my bullet journal Q&A next week. So be sure to drop those questions. I've got Kristen on the super fun task of organizing all the questions for me, and I can't wait to answer them all. All right, y'all, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I am actually going to succeed at not working this weekend and taking the entire weekend off, which I'm thrilled about, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.